the people, the love and support they show to the governor of Abia State because of his capacity and a very serious shift in terms of dividends of democracy, judging from the past administrations. And so let me tell Senator Abaribe that the performance of Governor Oti is a product of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If he didn't have the audacity and the courage to release more money to the governors, Governor Oti will not be doing what he's doing. And I'm happy that Governor Oti, in my presence, acknowledged that the subnationals are part of the national government. Of course, we have the head of government, which is Mr. President. So every success recorded by the governor, and in particular the governor of Abia State, is a success that the president has offered. And so I want him to be corrected and to note that, using his own governor as an example. But I want him to also know that, before now, we were never, in the past 8 years, of the former administration, they would share service chiefs and none would come to, Southeast. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has corrected, that, I will call it wickedness. Because how will a zone be totally excluded? And so in the first service chief's appointment, he gave us a, naval chief, very strategic. And the naval chief performed very, very well, that the president had to thank him. And when it was reshuffled, he also gave us a chief, very strategic, for our seat at home, which the naval chief, I believe, is going to wipe away, because we have lost so much, in terms of, the ungodly declaration of sit at home, which is, inflicting injuries, by ourselves, on ourselves. So, just last 2 weeks, the president directed that Army Depot be established in Ebonyi State. And Senator Abaribe may not regard Ebonyi State as part of Southeast. And that's when I was governor, I made it very clear that even if Biafra were going to be, that Ebonyi will not be part of it. Because if he has regarded Ebonyi State as part of Southeast, he would have known that the president has favored the governor of Ebonyi State and by extension the entire governors of Southeast by providing army training depot, to tackle our, insecurity. This is very key. The Enyimba City, power plant, it is under the president that, the place became functional. All the bottlenecks were, set aside. And last instance is a lawmaker. And he has been in the Senate for a very long time. I don't want to ask what and what he has achieved for his people, because I'm not part of his people, But if we put tangibles of what he has achieved and he's questioning me, then I have to question what he has achieved. Because by saying that I didn't care about the procurement process, it's an attack on my personality and integrity. And I think that after correcting him, that he will have to withdraw the statement. Because if he doesn't, I will say more, so that we put our achievements side by side, and then the people of our region will judge, So there are 3 kinds of procurement process that the, Procurement Act prescribed. I want to tax him to go and study it and come back to tell me whether in the procurement of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, whether there was any infringement in terms of the procurement process. And I want to educate him that if there was no ESIA, which we did, and the process of ESIA for an international funders to even participate in funding of the project, the recourse is much. It was advertised, it was discussed. There was an independent discussant, a professor, that came and did stakeholders engagement of all shades of people, and it was internationally open for comments. And at the end of the day, a certificate of ESIA was issued to us. and I displayed it, and I think Arise people can still go to the archive and then let him see that ESIA, you know, is very important.